I love making movies. Motion pictures has been in existence for more than 100 years. Filmmaking hasn't changed from the dimensional mindset. Placing the camera in a scene and pressing record hasn't changed. Filmmaking is still a frontal experience, and creating the film has the possibility to follow the same direction of the content creation. We still stand in front of a flat image watching the picture. There's nothing wrong with it. I love watching movies and going to the theaters. The experience can be so emotional experiences. The art and craft of motion experiences within a frame can be so strong to drive us strongly emotionally. The question we're asking is how the experience of motion pictures can exist beyond the flat screen. How can we start creating content for the next generation of content experiences? Traditionally, when we imagine a scene, we look at the frame and the composition. We have to think about how we create depth and parallax using foreground, background elements as the camera moves. With the technology today and devices of VR glasses, AR glasses, smart devices, allowing three-dimensional and full navigation in space, we have the possibility to enable audience to experience content from multiple perspectives. What we have to think about is how we take this technology or the capabilities, enabling the experience to move farther away inside the scene. Now, we're not talking about video games or computer-generated actors, which looks tremendously realistic. We're talking about real actors and real performance, performing on stage. We have to start thinking how we capture the actors and how we capture the real scene in order to immerse inside. Now, we're familiar with a 360-degree video, where you place the camera inside the scene and you can create this beautiful panoramic image all around you. But from the same aspect, filmmaking is still frontal. In order to immerse fully inside the scene, we will need to capture the light from all the possible directions. We'll have to surround the scene with an enormous amount of sensors, with all possible capabilities to capture the light and enable us to immerse inside afterwards again. Now, in this setup, there's no more foreground or background or a camera placed in space, but hundreds of sensors capturing the light and capturing the motion from all the possible directions. With the new technology advancements, we can start looking at 3D photography. Capturing the light from multiple perspectives enables us to reconstruct the subject. This is like photography in 3D space. Now, with these technology advancements, we can record video not just as a flat image, but as a volume. This is what we call volumetric video, and is the capability to record every action of the scene as a full three-dimensional volume. Now, what is a voxel? A voxel is like a three-dimensional pixel, but instead of being a flat image square, staying light and color, it's like a three-dimensional cube in space with X, Y, and Z position. This enables us to create a full capture of the scene from any perspective. Now, this renders a fully light, immersive scene from multiple perspectives. This capability requires an insane amount of information to be processed. We will have to capture the light for numbers amount of cameras to create this information. Now, in order to do such a thing, we will need a setup that will host a numerous amount of cameras installed in a stage, and a stage big enough in order to fit a full cinematic experience. Now, that sounds like a crazy idea, but that's exactly what we did. For the last 3 years, we have been building a huge volumetric camera chamber. It's 10,000 square feet of a stage, enabling to capture the action from any location. We have deployed hundreds of cameras, sending a tremendous amount of information to a huge data center powered by Intel supercomputers. The ability to have these 10,000 feet enable us to fit any kind of action any kind of performance. It is the size of an average of a Broadway stage. We call it Intel Studios, and it's the largest volumetric stage in the world, with the objective of enabling and exploring the next generation of the immersive media filmmaking. Now, to test these ideas, we were thinking about what we can do as the first scene to try it out. So we chose the Western scene. We brought horses, set designers, dirt, everything needed to create a full scene of a Western. But this time, there was no camera inside. There was nothing really moving beside the old cameras installed in the outside. The challenge of the actors was tremendous. They have to perform a flawless action visible from all the directions. There's no possibility to hide a punch or not show the action. Everything is captured and everything is seen. The output of the capture, or our first really capture, this is our first capture, opened our eyes for the immersive capabilities. It was like a full 3D scan of the entire scene. We were able to move around and travel in the space. Think about this, it's not more about perceiving the light emitted from a screen, but now traveling inside the light, traveling inside the scene. This obviously opens possibilities for an enormous amount of storytelling and methodologies of creation. This is the possibilities of your personal narrative, the possibilities of creating your own story inside, or maybe following other stories. Let's take a look at one of the last renders and see. What you're seeing here is full volumetric video, and there's no physical camera in the scene. We have the full control of space and time. Now again, no physical camera was here. Everything was captured surrounding. Now, this is very nice, but what if we wanted to see the scene maybe from the eyes of the horse? Well, we can do that as well. So what you're seeing right now is the same action, but this time we're watching exactly from the eyes of the horse. The possibilities are, well, unlimited. Thank you. So this is all great for creators and storytellers. It really opens a huge canvas for different types of storytelling and movie making. But what about the audience? How the audience can experience this differently? In order to clip our explorations, we partner with Paramount Pictures in order to explore immersive media in a Hollywood movie production. Together with the director Randall Kleiser, we reimagined the iconic movie of the 1978, Grease. Some of you know it, some of you know. 40 years old movie, amazing experience. And our goal was really to look how we can take this iconic action and dance and bring it deeper into the experience, bring it deeper to the audience. Imagine that you can not just watch the movie, but get inside it and dance with the actors and dance with the performance. Now we're breaking really the traditional 2D mindset of thinking and bringing a much richer possibility of movie making and content creation. But why to watch it on the screen? Let's try to bring these actors here on the stage. So they're not going to really come. I'm going to use an iPad. Sorry. I'm going to use an iPad in order to bring in augmented reality. Now, obviously, these devices have their own limitations in terms of the data compute and process, so we have to reduce the amount of resolution. So what I'm doing now, I'm placing here a marker so I'll be able to position exactly where I want everyone to appear. Okay, I think we have them here. Oh! John Travolta, or a version of him. Let's take a look.
guys, check this out.
Sandy?
Tell me about it. Steph.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause the power goes flying. It's electrifying.
Thank you. So as you can see, we can watch and experience content on the traditional way or an immersive way. Really, the possibilities are open. We're not trying to change or replace movies. We're enhancing them. The technologies enable new possibilities to start thinking beyond the flat screen. We're in immersing and really exciting times in filmmaking. We're at the threshold of a new era. We're opening the gates for new possibilities of immersive storytelling, an exploration and defining what immersive media filmmaking means. We're really just at the beginning, and we invite you all to join us. Thank you.